Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Rose Room. So, y'all, I just got a quick little video for y'all. Just a little bit of like a new routine that I'm trying to set up with my daughter. I wanted to kind of invite her into my space when I usually take the time to read my Bible, write down, and then pray about what I read, and then pray, about just life situations and stuff like that. So I'm inviting her into that space today, and I wanted to show y'all what it's like. So usually I do this when nobody's with me. So she kept on moving around, and it was kind of distracting me. So yeah, you're gonna see me like kind of move her legs so she can stay still, so she can be comfortable. But yeah, so we were reading Proverbs 9 about wisdom again. I think most of Proverbs is about wisdom, but it was like an invitation to wisdom. And I was trying to get her to understand what wisdom was in the first place. So I told her that it's godly advice. And the scenario I gave her was, say mommy tells you don't go across the street because a car is coming and I don't want you to get hit. I told her that's advice from mommy. And that's not godly advice. That's just common sense advice. But godly advice is advice that God gives you to keep you safe and to keep you on the right path. And she understood that. So this is just me questioning her to see if she understand really anything that I was saying. And she was not really understanding, but she was trying to comprehend. But my whole point of bringing her into my prayer time and reading time of my Bible is just to get her in the routine of wanting to learn the word and hear the word, and then it hopefully stays in her heart and mind as she goes throughout her life. And she'll remember, hey, mommy read this to me one day, and this can help me in this situation, and the Bible says this. And that's the whole reason, the whole point of me reading the Bible to her. Now, I will say she has a Bible book that goes over some of the Bible stories, and she absolutely loved that Bible book. It was a children's Bible book. She loved it. We would read it every night before she would go to sleep. We would read one of the chapters of that book, and she would go to sleep and have a very peaceful sleep. But she actually looked forward to reading her Bible book, and she actually is very inquisitive about God. She'd be like, mommy, did God make it warm? I'm like, yeah. And she's like, where is God? And I told her he's up in heaven in the sky. But I also told her that he's everywhere. So I just think it's really important, especially that she's getting older. She's going to be going to actual elementary school next year. So I'm trying to instill some things in her now so that when as she gets older, they kind of stay as a routine for her, and she will never forget these things that she learns and that I read to her. So I want God to constantly be in her life and just being very known and prominent and at the forefront of her mind throughout the day and throughout her life, even as she grows up and goes out of the house, goes to college, goes and does things with her life. I want her to always know to, if she ever needs help or ever needs advice, ever in a situation, that she can always go to her Bible and find what God says about whatever she's going through, or have an example of somebody who went through what she's probably going through at that point in time, so that she knows that if mommy and daddy don't have the answers, I can go to God. That's what I'm trying to instill in her right now. And some of y'all might say, yeah, she's young, she's only 5, but really it starts young. My mom, she started taking me to church since I was young, like young. I remember like 4, being 3 or 4, going to church and going to kids Bible study during church. And I remember some of the stuff, but she also got me a kid's Bible, and we would read the Bible together. And I really want to instill that in my daughter and have that as a routine for us. But yeah, that I was just really happy, and we was just talking and chit-chatting, and I think she really enjoyed the Bible study time. But peace. We are leaving the Rose Room. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. Have a great rest of y'all day.